Hey guys, what's happening? What's popping? Of course, it's me, your queen of content, Trudy Kitui. Welcome to the best online TV show. And today, hey, I'm so happy. It's not my first time to have her, but nimefurahi sana kupatana na yeye because I always listen to her songs. Huwa anani-inspire sana. Wacha leo nimwambie kwa kamera, juu sijai kuambia. You do inspire me so much.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what to say. Wacha tu nianze interview. I have Evelyn Wanjiru. How are you, mama?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
You're looking good. Sweet 14.
Oh,
14
sweet
years
60.
old. Unafeel aje sahi?
Well, I'm excited about the year. I know the year has started on a very high note for many musicians in this nation. But personally, I am really looking forward for what the year holds, because there's so many things that are on the pipeline, and I'm looking forward to execute them one by one. Yeah.
And maybe talking of music, I've seen you singing, worshiping. You do more of worship. And I don't know, how do you get your songs? Where do you get the inspiration? Because all your songs are amazing.
Well, I think it's just being inspired by the Holy Spirit, and most of my songs come from a place of sometimes I'm stressed, or I'm going through something in life. Not stressed. Let me say I am coming down, or something has just happened, and that births that. Sometimes I look at things in a different way, and I'm thinking, my God, if this person is going through this, how can I encourage them? So you encourage them through music. Music is something that really heals the hearts of man, and so that's how most of my songs are birthed. Yeah.
Being an artist, a lady who has really been doing an amazing, and you're still doing a good job. You've maintained bado uko. Yani, I don't know how to describe you. Unajua naweza sema useme msichana mbona ananichocha ama ni juu anataka interview. Hapana. Uko sawa mama, and whatever you do, it's amazing. Na najua kuna watu wengi sana when they listen to your song, mimi upita hata kwa magari wapi utasikiza Evelyn Wanjiru. Maybe what is that one thing that has really helped you, because kuna wale pia upcoming musicians, when they look up to you, you are their role model, and they feel like what should I do? Maybe kunisaidia kimuziki, nifanye muziki poa kama Evelyn.
Well, we all start from somewhere.
Yeah.
I think this generation we are privileged. Not we have, I know, I'm talking as if I am very old. We are privileged that we have avenues where we can release a song. You necessarily don't even need to go even to probably a studio or look for a video producer. You just go or take your phone, go on TikTok, and you become a hit. We are so privileged, and it's just for us to be able to expound our mind beyond what we can see there. And one of the things that has really helped me out is to have mentors in my life, to have role models in my life, to have people that are able to see potential in me. We need those kind of people. I know the generation that we are in, sometimes tuko kichwa ngumu kidogo, unasema sasa wananisho nini. Today, in what has been happening at the MCSK, I am really marveled that I am seeing legends, people that I used to listen to while I was growing up, and they're still fresh and they're doing exploits. So it's just for us to be able to embrace rebuke, to be able to be able to understand what we are carrying. If you know what you're carrying and what you're capable of, and your potential and your value, you're able to do exploits. So it's high time for musicians in this generation, young people in this generation, to come out of the box, come out of the comfort zone, and start thriving. Yeah.
Come out of the box and start thriving. You have the message. Now, after you got a kid, maybe what changed? Do you feel like there is something that changed after ulipata mtoi? Pia unajua ulikuwaga peke yako, but now the kid came in. Na pia ukieka na usanii pia you have other things that you do. Maybe kuna vitu zili change kidogo?
Yeah, so many things. I started seeing my mom. I loved my mom, but I think the love grew more. Because now I've become a mom, and I understand what mothers go through. Your relationship with your parent or your mother or your dad becomes stronger. Getting a child after so many years, after 10 years in marriage, has taught me so much things. Patience. One of the things is patience. I think patience in marriage, patience to tolerate so much. And also it helped me start off a foundation. for women in the maternity ward, women that have lost their children, women that are in waiting and they have waiting wombs and they're just waiting on God to bless them with a child. And it has also made me understand the beauty of becoming a parent. You know, it's one thing to give birth, it's one thing to embrace being a mother or a parent. So I'm really enjoying the journey. We are still growing and yeah.
Second born anakuja lini?
Unaona venye najaribu
na uko flat tummy kabisa.
Niko flat tummy na tuko 1 year. Yeah, anakuja very soon.
Haina shida, kuja tu sisi tuko ready, tuko sawa. And you shared that there was no, wacha niulize hii. Unajua tu kuangalia hivyo nasema ni kama Evelyn alikuwa tu hivi kitambo labda. Ushoi struggle na life ile ya design tu ya hauna kakitu. Yaani uko tu.
Hey.
Life yako ilikuwa.
Sasa kwanza sinaweza tu hizi viatu zinanichokesha aje. Utake hiyo kwa screen.
Inachukuliwa hadi hapa.
Asante. Yeah, hey, my life. I grew up in Nakuru, in the informal settlements in Nakuru, and so my life has not been easy. I think one of the things that imenifanya nikakuwa who I am is because of the kind of life nimegrow in, of not having. Amna food, hauna school fees, una struggle too. But now one of the things nilitamani sana I wanted to become a banker because nilikuwa najua kwa bank kuna do mob sana na sikuwa najua hizo do ni za wenyewe, sio do zangu, you know. And so I wanted to work in a bank because I knew in the bank you will get money and it will eradicate poverty. But God had a different agenda. See, bank na musician aje sasa.
Sasa ni gani? Si music inakulipa sana hata kuliko bank. Like, hey. Hapo kwanza tuende sasa kwa country. Sitaki watu wa kukaria kukujie. Evelyn umeenda countries mingi sana. Tukiangalia gospel lady wa Kenya yetu, tunasema ukweli. Evelyn has really gone so far in so many countries. Like, how does that make you feel to see yourself being invited in different countries, so many places to go and minister? How does that make you feel?
Really privileged, really humbled, really honored. It's a beautiful thing to represent your nation in a different nation. I'm not the best, but I know when you work hard and learn to network, one of the things that I really would like to encourage the gospel industry, musicians especially, is to learn to network. Networking inakupatia avenues, unaanza kujua watu wengine differently. But if we only sit and just love ourselves like this and just enjoy our local environment and invitations za hapa, inakulimit. So nita urge musicians, jitume sometimes. Ukijituma mtu somewhere atakuona aseme next time sisi ndo tunakuinvite. Jitume, enda nje angalia watu wengine wanafanyaje vitu. Yeah.
And talking of now shows, anytime tukianza na hiyo praise atmosphere, ujaza. Siri ni gani? Labda kuna ule msanii yako pale chini na hawezi kuuliza hii swali, akiwatch interview atajua kuna siri, kuna kitu ambacho Evelyn hufanya so that every time when he has an event unapata kila mtu anataka mpaka space huwa inakuwa ndogo. Mimi nimekuwa events zako kadhaa and I can tell uko na uwepo wa Mungu. Majibu. Tuambie siri.
Oh my goodness. Just imagine, just do your music, do it well, do it excellently. Hakuna kufanya mediocrity. When you get out of this nation and see what other people are doing outside there, my God, you will not have a room to do mediocrity. You'll want to give 100%.
Yes.
If you give substandard, someone else will want to go for that. Wanasemanga cheap is expensive.
True.
And so you cannot give God cheap. You give God the expensive thing. People want to go for the gold. They don't want to go for the lesser thing. And so I have learned one art of giving God my very best. Kama ni musicians, you look for the very best that are giving God their best. Kuna wengine wanacheza sana kwa industry, unaangalia unasema unachezea Mungu. Uko huku hujui kama umeokoka, hujui kama unaendanga club, ama unaendanga church. Kesho tunakuona club, leo tunakuona church, hatujui uko wapi. So have a stout ground with God. And then another thing, market your work, market your event, network. Network with friends, musicians who come for praise atmosphere. are my friends. There are people that I network with. There are people that I don't have to really sit down and start doing manager. Those are friends that God has brought our way, and ukitengenezea God kitu poa, he draws men to himself. That is what the Bible says. Yeah.
And maybe being one of the, let's say, public figure, because unajulikana sana, sitaki kusema celebrity, public figure, you're public, and a lot has been happening, especially hizi marriages za celebs, unapata wengi sana wame break up. Maybe wewe kama a minister of God, hiyo sasa utaijibu kama a minister, maybe what do you think is the problem, ama what can you talk about, what can you say about those hizo marriage ambazo ni za celeb? Does it mean maybe they are exposing their life on social media, ama shida iko wapi? What can you say about that, Evelyn?
I don't think social media is the verge of someone to break up their marriage. Marriage is about two people.
Okay.
When you got married out of social media. You didn't get married on social media.
Yeah, true.
It's for couples wakae chini waangalie weaknesses zao ni nini. Marriage is not an easy thing, but it is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It gives you honor. One of the things that gives you honor, it's when you're married, there's a certain respect people give you. And it's sad, it's so sad sometimes to see celebrities that we love or that we've really honored and we have looked up to, when they're coming to a point where they say we are no longer together. And then we take it to social media. It's sad. I think when you it's like, I'll give an example of having intercourse with your spouse.
Yes.
You don't take it to social media.
Yeah.
The same to marriage. There are things you don't need to tell people about. It's sacred. Marriage is sacred.
Yeah.
So when you quarrel, don't take it out there. When you have good time, don't expose it too much. Be kuwa lukewarm kidogo. Yeah. But one of the things that I think has kept myself, by the grace of God, and my husband, and we are truly humbled for that, is prayer. Allow God to be the center of your marriage. Ukimwacha kwa hapo katikati, mambo inakuwa shwari. Mambo itakuwa shwari.
Ukiweka God katikati,
Ukiweka God shwari.
Usipoweka God, mambo inaenda
hivi. Yeah, tunaanza kusikiliza watu sana than kusikiliza God anataka nini na kwa marriage yenu. Yeah.
Unajua kitu nimeuliza about social media ni unajua mafans wanakujanga kuwapangia life. They want you to show them what they want.
Tunawaita in-laws.
Yes, online in-laws. So unapata mafans wamekuja wakasema huyu mtu wako unapata pia kuna vile ina affect, but anyway Evelyn ashatupatia side ya story yake. What are some of the lessons umejifunza of how many years have you been in the industry? 13 years.
Yeah.
Some of the lessons zenye umejifunza being a lady who has really done an amazing job, mwenye ameinspire watu wengi, mwenye ameimpact a lot in watu I don't know. Evelyn, mimi ni kama nitakuja kuishi kwako.
Well, lesson learned. Yeah. Be consistent. Your vision, write it down and stick to it. That can't happen, don't leave it, because Bible says knock at the door, seek, ask. Seek, ask and knock. Those are key things that have kept me going. Yeah.
Umepatana na hizo. There is this boy that I saw you with him, a small boy, and we are so happy for you to support that boy. Maybe tell us your plans and also what pushed you to support that boy?
Well, I'm motivated with young people, and I looked at him and I saw my son. Yeah. I saw my son. And this is not the first time I'm supporting small guys, young kids. Praise McKenna is one of them. I started off with her. Well, her first song. Today I've seen she's really ameawadiwa pesa mzuri, and I'm really proud. There are others that I've raised. There's another one that anitanga Queen of Agunda. Alafu now this other one that God has placed in my heart. I just love the way he sings. So he's a young boy that I'm planning to just support and grow the talent in him. He's really talented, and I'm really grateful that God brought him my way this year. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Evelyn. And lastly, I want you to talk to your fans, how wanakusikiza, wanawatch muziki wako, and also what should you expect now from you in 2024?
Wow, there's so much. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you very much for supporting me, for playing Kenyan sound. I think that's one of the agendas that we are pushing as a nation. When you just leave this country and just go just the next neighbors here, Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda, my friend, I am assuring you, I don't think even 10% of our music is played there.
Yeah.
But here in Kenya, we play 90% of their work. And to an extent, they will take 90% of the money. In Kenya today, it was so sad. I was like, ay. Pesa mingi kutushinda sisi, you know. But anyways, God still loves Kenyan musicians, and that's why he's mindful of us. And that's why today we saw a revival that just took place. Our legends in our nation, they were there. They came in numbers. That really motivated us. Even the ones that we are coming up, we are like, one day, hata sisi watu tutakuwa nasemanga nyimbo zetu hivi, you know. And so thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for subscribing in our work. One of the things that I'm working on this year is building my foundation that I launched last year, Evelyn Wanjiru Foundation. I'll be going to different counties just to support the woman in the maternity wards. Again, we are doing tours for Praise Atmosphere in different counties. And by the grace of God, I'll be traveling kidogo tu, hapa pale, kidogo for kwa ministry with my team. God has opened so many doors in different countries this year, and I'm looking forward. Wakisema kuna gospel inatamba tena vibaya sana.
What's your biggest inspiration in life?
That's my secret.
Huwezi share. Sawa, asante sana dear for your time.